This is the legendary Olympus E-M5 Original. I think it is still an awesome camera today. I'm pairing it with my favorite Olympus 25 f1.8, and I want you guys to come along with me to do some street shooting here in Kuala Lumpur. Let's do this! Can I take a photo of you? Yep. All right. Okay, smile. 1, 2, and a closer one, yeah? You have a very nice, beautiful smile.
Thank you very much.
And last one. Don't move, yeah, don't move. And thank you so much. Let's look at your photo.
Okay.
Look at how handsome you are. Thank you. Thank you so much. This Olympus E-M5 Original was launched in the year 2012. That's quite some time ago. It was a game changer and it revolutionized the mirrorless camera industry. I've talked about why I think this E-M5 is such a great camera for street photography. I'll put a link to the video up here. Please check it out if you have not done so. Today, I just want to roam around the streets of Kuala Lumpur and have fun revisiting this old Olympus E-M5. I think it is still such a great camera today, despite the fact that there have been many newer camera releases over the years by both Panasonic and OM System Micro Four Thirds system. And before we talk about why this E-M5 is so special, let's go around and take more photographs. Reason number one, why I think this E-M5 Original is still so awesome is its truly compact size. It stays true to the philosophy of Micro Four Thirds, making really small cameras that can still deliver professional looking results. I honestly don't know what happened to the newer camera bodies, both from Panasonic and OM System. If you take a look at, say, the OM System OM3, don't get me wrong, I think the camera is beautiful, retro looking, classic design. I think it just looks very, very stylish, but honestly, the camera is on the chunkier side of things. And take a look at this original E-M5. It is so small, so light. I think that is what Micro Four Thirds camera should be. And I wish newer camera bodies from Panasonic and OM System will be as small as this E-M5. Reason number two, great handling. Just because you're making the camera really small and compact in size, it doesn't mean that you have to compromise on the camera's handling. This E-M5 is a great example of how to keep the size of the camera really, really compact, and yet the camera still has amazing handling. It has a substantial thumb hook area at the back. The front area, there's a slight hump for easier hand gripping, and the texture on the camera body itself is rubberized. It's easier for you to securely hold the camera. I find that the handling on this E-M5 is really, really good. I think a lot of newer camera manufacturers should learn from how Olympus made this E-M5 so small, it still handles really good. Reason number 3, build quality. This E-M5 feels really solid in hand. It has very good body construction. It's made of magnesium alloy body. When you pick it up, it really feels like a premium grade camera. It doesn't feel like a cheap toy. It inspires confidence and it wants you to pick it up and shoot more. Newer cameras these days, they tend to compromise on the build quality. I don't know what happened. Say, for example, the E-M5 Mark III or the newer OM system OM5 cameras, they were made of plastic. To me, I don't mind plastic material, but it is quite obvious and noticeable when you pick up the camera, a plastic camera versus a solidly built metal constructed camera. There is just a huge difference. This E-M5, it just feels so solid. Reason number 4, tilt LCD screen. Somehow I just prefer using the tilt screens on the older cameras. It just tilts up and down compared to the modern swivel screens on the newer cameras. I know the swivel screen helps in some situations. For example, if you're shooting a video, you need a swivel around screen to look at yourself. I need that as well because I am a content creator. But purely for photography, if I'm using the camera for strict photography like today, I really prefer to use the tilt up and down screen. It is just so much easier and faster to execute, and I just think that it's more fun to use. Reason number 5, autofocus performance. Although this E-M5 is an old camera, it's more than 10 years old now, but the autofocus performance in this camera is still really fast and reliable. The single autofocus performance is really efficient, it's almost instantaneous, there's no delay. I can grab quick shots, I can nail critical moments, no issue whatsoever. In fact, I'm more confident using the autofocus performance in this E-M5 compared to some newer camera releases today. I'm looking at you, Fuji. I don't know what you are doing with your autofocus system. If you compare with this E-M5, the E-M5 from more than 10 years ago smokes any of the newer Fuji cameras today, at least for single autofocus performance.
Yeah. Boleh ya? Okey. Okey. 1, 2, tengok sini ya. Okey, tengok gambar. Banyak handsome. Thank you.
Number 6, why I think this E-M5 is so awesome, it is feature rich. I think it's packed with some really useful features. I love that it has built-in electronic viewfinder. I know that by today's standard, the resolution, refresh rate, there's nothing to shout about, but the viewfinder is still such a pleasant viewfinder to use. I can see everything clearly, it is bright and so easy to compose with. I also love that it has powerful built-in 5-axis image stabilization. In fact, this was the first camera in the world to feature 5-axis image stabilization. It really helps to boost the confidence in nailing the shots, especially if you need to lower down the shutter speeds. And of course, this camera was also weather sealed. It helps when you shoot in harsh weather conditions. It just makes the camera more practical and more usable in wider shooting situations. Though, I wouldn't put the weather sealing on this camera to test. It's more than 10 years old now. I'm sure the rubber gaskets or the seals on this camera, they have been compromised. Number 7, I do really treasure the beautiful design of this Olympus E-M5 original. It has the retro classic design of the Olympus OM series SLR film cameras from back in the day. It just looks so stylish. It's the kind of design that really inspires me to just want to touch the camera and click the shutter button even more. I really appreciate cameras that look really beautiful without compromising the functionality of the camera. You can make a camera looking stylish and still practical. This is a note that I'm giving out to Sony. Hey Sony, your cameras are looking really ugly. I think you should improve the design of your cameras. Don't get me wrong, I think Sony cameras are really capable in terms of technology, in terms of image quality, performance. They are second to none. But gosh, the cameras are so freaking ugly.
Tengok sini bos. Sini. Keluar sikit. Banyak handsome. Tengok sini ya. Okey, 1, 2. Sini sikit. Tak. Kepala keluar sikit. Okey. Satu lagi. Okey, tengok Tengok, banyak handsome. Banyak handsome. Thank you.
And finally, number 8, camera sufficiency. While this is a really old camera and it has the older 16 megapixels micro four thirds sensor, I still think that the camera can deliver great results today. If you don't need that much resolution for your shots, and honestly, most photography, they don't need that much resolution to begin with. And if you shoot in good lighting condition, you don't push the camera too much, and you know what you're doing with the camera working within its limitation, you still can get fantastic results. You get fine details, really good contrast, more than enough dynamic range to work with. And I really like the colors coming out from this camera as well. I think today, if you shoot with this camera, you can get really, really good images.
These days, I'm attracted to very weird things, including a row of green shirts.
That's all to share about why I think this Olympus E-M5 Original is such an awesome camera. And I think the newer micro four thirds cameras can learn a thing or two about what made this E-M5 so special and unique. And I think that we need a comeback for smaller, compact, and truly capable micro four thirds cameras. Do you agree with my thoughts? Please share your opinion in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you found my sharing beneficial, if you've enjoyed looking at my photographs, please consider buying me a cup of coffee, or you can contribute directly to my PayPal. Links in the description below on how you can do that. Any small contributions go a long way, will definitely help me to continue making more content. Until the next one, please go out and take more photographs. Bye-bye.